Welcome to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast, your podcast for all things motorsports. With your hosts, Sean Chavarella, Stephen Clary, and Taylor Moore.
Hear that music?
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Spare Parts Racing. I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Taylor.
And friends. You know what today is? Do you know what today is?
October.
Spooky
1st.
season.
Spooky season. So, Toothless is now our official mascot for the month.
Yay, Tooth.
I think he wants to murder me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. So, the best time to own a black cat is the month of October. The second best time is every other month of the year. Okay, you're free to go. No?
No,
Okay.
he's not leaving now.
No.
Of course
You
not.
pulled him in.
Nah, that's my fault.
Now he's just hanging out.
Yep, he gets to hang out this week as we talk all things motorsports. So we got a bit to talk about. We have NASCAR at Kansas for a race we can go over. Also, in terms of diving into sports car racing in F1 world, we have Max Verstappen at the Nürburgring. We also have quite a lot of news in the, I would say, off-season or, 2026 kind of news things. So for NASCAR, for Indycar. So yeah, without further ado, Steven, where do you want to begin?
Let's start with the on-track stuff in the playoffs, because this was actually a very entertaining Kansas race, which sounds like Kansas isn't overly entertaining. But I think in the new or next-gen era, it's been one of the tracks that has actually benefited because it's I was going to say intermediate. It wasn't intermediate, but races more like a super speedway now. So, instantly fun.
I would argue that it just races like an intermediate does. Because, it's an intermediate. It races well. There's, multiple grooves.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you get some pretty entertaining racing. And this one came down to the wire and gave us, I would say, an unexpected finish.
Yeah. Chase Elliott snapping victory from the 1, 2, 3, 4 Toyotas around him.
Okay, arguably that race is Toyota snapping defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yes, very much so.
Because that was a all-time Toyota choke job.
Yep.
All-time Toyota choke job.
Tooth clearly a
Oh, boy.
Toyota backer trying to
he's a
silence
Toyota
the
fan.
mics.
Hitting the mic, trying to mute it on me.
Yeah, that or he's just a big fan of Bubba Wallace.
Why? Because he's black? Is that what you're trying to say, Steven?
No, because he starts hitting stuff.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting finish. A very interesting finish.
It was dominated by Hamlin, majority of the race. Had a couple issues on pit lane. Yeah.
Well, he had the issue also where his steering, whatever, was not there.
The power steering,
Ugh.
but still controlled a lot of the race. Late caution, it was Zane Smith that flipped over, right?
Yes.
I think. Very scary
the third
crash
right.
there. Yeah, so. But he got out all right. We got back racing.
Well, that wasn't the first restart attempt. Was that
Was
crash?
the second?
Yeah, so it was the very first one was the so Hamlin definitely had it in the bag. Then you had a restart. Bunch of guys took 2 tires. First guy that took all 4 tires was, check notes, Chase Elliott. That might come back to haunt people later. And then what happened after that was then, the Zane Smith crashed. He basically just gets knocked into the wall and kind of rides it on the side for a while. And they had to red flag the race for a bit there, clean up, all that, yada, yada. And went back racing, second overtime attempt. Toyotas fought the ever-loving hell out of each other. Mm-hmm. And Chase Elliott kind of goes, thank you, I'll take that.
Great advancement for the Chevy. Take it. I don't think he was in a ton of danger, but
So what do you want to start with? You want to talk about how good it is for Hendrick that one of their cars advanced, or how bad it is for Toyota for the absolute bottling of that?
I mean, we can run through the Hendrick because I don't think he was really in. Elliott wasn't really in danger. I don't think going into this race.
I thought he was in the bubble. Like he would have been on the
No.
bubble for the Roval.
Yeah, but he would have had a strong
Possibly.
finish even if he didn't win here. It would have bumped him up a few spots. I think he would have been fine to get into the final 8. Like the guys that are below the cut line are basically screwed at this point.
Unless
looking
they
at
win.
how, yeah. So, not a whole lot of danger there. Maybe he has a bad time at the Roval, but I still think he would have been fine. He's not the premier road course racer, but he is a good road course racer where he could at least just take the points and over some of these guys who aren't quite as proficient.
That's fair.
So
Mhm.
I think he would have been fine. This just cements it, which never hurts. So
Okay, so then I will carry the conversation for the next bit of talking about how much of a failure this was for Toyota. And you know, and you know who also I think had the absolute biggest failure of this race? Denny
Who
Hamlin.
Oh, 100%.
Like, he's almost all but guaranteed into the next round.
Yeah.
I mean, he pretty
Mhm.
much is. He's almost, I would say, mathematically locked in. Had he finished second place.
Yeah, but it was he crashed. Well, okay, so Elliot went off of Hamlin's car,
Hamlin,
but Denny
no.
also made a move on Bubba.
so coming to the line, coming out of the corner to the line, Chase kind of bounced off the inside of Hamlin and beat him to the line. Going into
Okay.
3-4, Hamlin really drove it in deep. He and Bubba basically hit side to side, pushing Bubba at the track, killing Hamlin's momentum. That allowed Chase Elliott to get the
Gotcha.
run.
Okay.
and the 4
Wow,
tires
that's a bad
versus
move.
2 on the 23 and the
Versus
11.
2.
So
But
Right.
if Hamlin, you take off your fucking helmet for a second, understand the situation around you. Your driver is going to advance. If he doesn't do that, he's not going to advance. If Bubba won that, he is locked in. Without that win, Bubba's not going to advance to the next round.
Mhm. Yep.
100% known, right? And then on the flip side, you allowed a Chevy driver to lock themselves in instead of locking in a guy who was in the back who probably would have knocked out another manufacturer. Like,
Yep.
I understand. Like, as a fan point of view, you don't want to see team orders or manufacturer orders and those kind of calls, right? You want to see everyone trying to win a race. But at the same time, it's like, if you used your brain a little bit there, you would have made you as a driver, as an owner, and as a Toyota partner so much goodwill within all the organizations had you set up for second. Let your driver win.
Yep.
yeah, and now it's too late. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I was very split watching this because you want to see guys race regardless. You don't want to have team orders. It's the biggest complaint that we have watching F1, IndyCar, where it's a little more prevalent.
Mhm.
There was the whole thing last year with team orders in the playoffs that caused NASCAR to change rules. So clearly, NASCAR does not want to see that at any point as well. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's very mixed because the way Denny put it on Actions Detrimental is, I'm a team owner off the track. When I'm on the track, I'm driving for me and my team. His team is still JGR.
Mhm.
Had he just given up the spot, he is helping the team that he is an owner of, and he'd also technically be harming Chase Briscoe by forcing him to the bubble.
I
So
mean, I get that.
there's
However,
I don't think there's really any good way that Denny comes out looking great other
No.
than I raced hard, I didn't hit Bubba,
Mhm.
and we raced to the line, and it just is what it is at the line. This was also racing for win number 60, so he's also trying to chase history
Right.
here,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
is another thing. As if you're taking off the owner's cap and it's purely I'm a driver, I'm here to win. Yeah, I kind of get it. I'm probably not thinking about getting Bubba into the next round.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, and the other thing that he pointed out was, yeah, they're way back there. Sure, I'd love to help them. You know what else would help them? If they weren't so fucking bad at New Hampshire last week and they weren't so far back.
Yeah.
Also valid. Yeah, however, and this is
So-
where the absolute dickish thinking should come through if you are Denny Hamlin. Who's a bigger threat to you for a championship? Bubba
and
Wallace
that's-
or Chase
Right.
Elliott?
Yeah.
Who do you want to guarantee to race against in the next round?
Yeah, that's like the was it the survivor when they go down to one tribe thinking, or when they're still in two, or it might maybe it's in. I haven't watched Survivor, but the whole point is you take out.
You're trying to make a
you take-
reference to a show
No,
you
no,
don't
no.
get.
No. But part of the strategy is I
Is
take out a stronger
you sure?
competitor. Yes.
Yes.
I take
You
out
take
a
out the
stronger
stronger one.
competitor while I have the votes with me. So while I have a situation where I can force someone up, and I bring along a weaker player with me who will support me later on. So like when we get to Phoenix, hey buddy, I helped you out in Kansas get to this point, or I helped you if it's maybe even like the next 3 rounds, I helped you get here. Maybe help me out a little bit and give me a nice little push.
Well, again, and if
Yeah.
Hamlin wants that championship finally, you got to think like that. You can't think I'm going for a 60th win.
Yeah.
So again,
Yep.
I think he did a great move of going for it, racing everyone hard. It's what we want to see. Because of that move, Taylor, it is not going to be Hamlin's year.
It's not gonna be Hanlon's here.
Nope.
I was hopeful for him because like there's that cigar that's gonna get smoked with Michael Jordan and like Hamlin dad after that whole thing, but it's just not his year. You're so right.
No, he
You just can't make those moves. You just can't.
no, he threw it away. 100% threw it away.
Maybe next year.
But yeah, going into the Roval, who is on the bubble, Steven?
So you got Joey Logano on the bubble at plus 13. Chastain didn't really do a whole lot because I think he had a good chance to try and maybe not pass, but eat into that lead a little bit because he finished 11th, but just couldn't get past. Surprisingly, SVG, who did really well to get a top 10 finish this week.
That was a natural top 10 finish.
Yeah, well, not just that. I'm pretty sure he had a stop and go or a drive through on like lap 1.
Wow.
So he was
Good for him.
on the back foot early and made it work. And if this is the kind of racing we're going to see on ovals out of SVG next year, could be a much bigger threat than just the road courses.
I will say biggest loser also this week has to be Team Penske. Their best driver finished 21st.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. That's
Yeah.
brutal.
When you got your 3 guys there in the playoffs and you pull in that, that's not good.
Yeah. So then you got Bubba, Reddick at minus 26 and minus 29 respectively, and Austin Cindric is pretty much all but out at minus 48. So Logano and Briscoe are the first 2 on the chopping block, but it's going to be tricky to overcome a 20-point swing for Chastain.
So yeah, Roval will
So-
be fun of figuring that out. I'm gonna guess maybe Reddick gets in. Maybe
That would
If I-
be
yeah.
fun.
If I'm
he
picking
is
anybody-
decent on road courses.
Yeah. But again, I think he almost needs to win. Like Briscoe's no slouch on the road courses. Logano can handle it his own. So
If Logano gets in, I'll be so mad. You know what? I support Reddick winning and like getting into the next round just to make sure that Logano doesn't. Because Reddick's currently on the bubble, right?
he is 11th at -29.
And you can make
Yeah.
up those points if you get some luck on your side.
Here's hoping.
In other NASCAR news, did you guys see some of the 2026 stuff that's been going around?
No.
Which specifically?
The part where NASCAR actually might be listening to the fans.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Shocking.
Oh, wow.
Hey, yeah.
For what are they doing?
There's basically this talk going around of like, oh, they're actually NASCAR's thinking of doing like a reset for like 2026. Just say, fuck it.
Uh-huh.
You know, last 20 years have been a mistake. I doubt that's actually going to happen because no company ever admits it's made a mistake.
True.
But apparently there's more talk, and there is growing rumors of NASCAR going to more power next year, increasing it to like 750 or something like that.
Okay.
Also changing up the points formats, and the idea of a 36 race championship is starting to gain momentum.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, finally.
I don't believe it.
Finally. Oh.
Listen, I love the hype for it, and I love seeing fans just excited that this could be a thing.
But you just don't believe it?
When does
Or you don't think that NASCAR will
any
do it?
series, when does any series, any sport series listen to fans?
That's a good point. You're not wrong. Never.
Never. Like, it's always like, no, we know what's best. We're going to do this. Deal with it. And most people just deal with it. It's not ideal, but they have no other choice. Like, I feel like in the last 20 years, the way fans get treated, mostly in motorsports, but in sports as a whole, awful.
Yeah, that's fair.
And, like, if it wasn't for the fans, you wouldn't have your sport. So maybe fans do know something, and you give fans what they want. Do we have, Steven, TV numbers for Kansas this week yet?
Ooh, I don't know. Let me check Adam Stir.
Because I don't know if you've seen the TV numbers for the playoffs this year for NASCAR.
They're not
They
doing
worse than
good.
last year?
They're pulling IndyCar numbers. Now, to be fair, they're pulling
Wow.
good IndyCar numbers. If IndyCar is getting 1.2 million a race, IndyCar is happy with that. They think it's great. But for NASCAR to be pulling just over 1 million a race,
That's not good.
no.
I mean, for a product that's been around for so long and is basically like a core part of American tradition at this point, like, that's surprising.
Yeah.
And that should tell NASCAR something. Like, your product isn't good enough anymore
But
to
you know
keep people around.
what I hate the most about bad TV numbers? There's always an excuse.
Mm.
For example, now that NASCAR is getting bad numbers, it's like, well, we're up against football. What do you expect? You used to have good numbers. You NASCAR used to compete with football in the early 2000s. You were the shit back then.
Mhm.
Now you are pulling in terrible
Bottom
numbers.
tier.
But I think that might be a reason if NASCAR is going to make a change. They're realizing people aren't watching this. We can't sell this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So they were a 0.79 rating with basically 1.5 million viewers, which is down from 0.96 and 1.8.
yeah, that's kind of the point. That is some shit numbers.
Yeah. And people are, like you said, going to point to the fact that, one, I think the Chiefs kicked off What was the Chiefs kickoff? It was just after because it was another 3:00 start. And I think the
So,
Chiefs were at
yeah.
4:00. And then
They
there
were-
was
Explain to me
also
why is that relevant?
it will draw local eyes, but it shouldn't affect the
Yeah,
national
local.
numbers.
But who's one of the most hated teams in the NFL?
The Chiefs.
Yeah. People hate watch them or don't watch them because they're afraid Taylor Swift's going to pop on their TV and vaccinate them or something.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, fair enough.
people hate the Chiefs. That's not a good excuse of why this race has bad numbers nationally.
Yeah, there was also apparently college
Nationally.
football that kicked off earlier, but again, that should only hit your local attendance, if anything.
What? Isn't college football usually on
Saturday?
Saturday?
I don't know. This is what I'm reading here. So
Yeah, okay. So that's an even worse excuse then because it's not even on the same day.
Yeah.
Unless NASCAR's racing on a Saturday, which sometimes it does, but that's dumb.
It did not. So anyway, that's kind of what we're looking at in terms of the future for NASCAR. I think it's definitely something that we should be hopeful for. Maybe NASCAR will change. I don't necessarily know if they will.
yeah, I feel like for the points format, maybe it'll change next year because if I'm Miami, I just got the finale for this where you have a championship for it and it will definitely mean something. Sorry, I'm not signing up for that to be changed this year. Go ahead and do it next year when you send it back to Phoenix, or I at least have more time to plan out advertising versus my super easy, cushy
But
job of
Maybe
I'll just got to do it the one
maybe
week.
That's why they brought it to Miami, because Miami doesn't need that much.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
And like we know NASCAR
Well,
points,
we
like
can hope.
you're not gonna have a Pelot run away with the series. Like it's going to be a fight.
Oh
And-
yeah.
I think the belief is also to have like bonus points for wins. But it'd be very
Okay.
interesting to see what they do with that,
Interesting.
because like I haven't heard a lot of talks of like stages going away or anything. So
Well, that there. Okay, part of me wants to table this because we could easily go on a tangent. I'm okay with you guys being NASCAR doing stages. Take out the goddamn cautions though. Go ahead and reward points. I'm okay jacking up points and rewarding guys for doing well through multiple stages. That's fine. Take out the damn cautions though.
they're not going to though, because those are natural ad breaks and those make money.
Yes.
The money that they desperately need because viewership is down so much.
Yes, the money that apparently their books are doing just fine. Just don't ask us in lawsuits
sure.
to show everything.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we can go more into this, and if it happens, we can give our details and thoughts about it. But as of right now, it's out there in the ether. We can hope it happens to make a change, but at the end of the day, this is NASCAR. This has been a series that has been not afraid to do things and to make changes on the fly. But what we've seen out of this series in like the last 10 years is they don't now like making any changes.
Yeah.
They haven't changed the next gen car once. Now, if they give it more power, that could be fucking awesome. And I'll be like, finally, it did something. But really? It's been 3-4 years with this car? Meanwhile, if you look at the car, if you look at the COT back in 2008 through 2010, the car changed so much. So, anyway, we'll see what NASCAR decides to do.
Till then, we pray.
We can only hope. Hopes and prayers.
Yep.
And support Mark Martin.
Yes, he is the champion for us all. Moving on. What's the next topic, Steven?
Let me flip back here. We can do IndyCar. No, let's do IndyCar. There's a whole bunch of like little things that we can hit with that.
Hit
Let's
us.
start with possible teams for sale. Prema, $20 to $25 million price tag.
Anyone want to buy
Who's
a
bidding
race
on
team?
that? Who's bidding on the Indy 500 pole sitter car?
That's nuts.
Yeah, can't make it work after 1 year.
Well, if they had a
That's
charter,
crazy,
you
though.
know. Here's the biggest thing, actually. I'm pretty sure they spent 40 to 50 mil on the team for last year. Because they bought everything
Oof.
new. They didn't get old tubs. They went out and they purchased everything new. New haulers, new trailers, new everything.
Oh man.
And they're now selling it apparently at a significant discount. And according to the rumors, no one's buying it.
Yikes. That doesn't bode well at all.
Well, here's the thing. Why buy it? You can't run
Discount to get in.
it. But again, for what though? Like, you're not running a full season. Like, it might be sold to teams trying to do a 500 run. I can see.
Yeah.
But if you're an established team, you're not going to buy this one-off teams thing. You're not running these extra cars. You know the series wants to have whatever, like, I don't know, 27 max grid places. They don't want extra cars. That's why they did this whole stupid charter thing to begin with.
Yeah.
So, personally, I see it as a failure of the charter system. That one year, they're done. 2, they're trying to sell their stuff. They can't sell their stuff because there's no one to buy it, because there's no point to buy it, because you don't have a charter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job there, Roger.
Yeah.
Kicking out teams.
Roger Penske. Classic.
I don't know.
Anyways, we'll see what happens with Prema. Who knows?
Is that not sad that they're folding after a year?
It is, especially because
very sad.
they were a team that everyone was like, oh yeah, they're going to be absolutely horrible. They're not going to do anything, and they fucked around, won an Indy 500 pole in their first year. Had not like a car that was just purely a backmarker. They had decent races. Had the typical IndyCar experience where contact got involved and knocked a couple guys who were having decent days out. Like, where did...
Yeah.
They definitely weren't last of the full-time drivers.
No, they weren't.
No.
Do you want to know who was?
Who?
Jacob Abel.
Ooh.
But he also didn't qualify for the 500, so he was bounced.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But yeah, they beat out Devlin, Stingray.
Not hard, not hard.
No. beat out Louis Foster and Nolan Siegel.
But look at Ilot's last 5 races.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ilot finished the year 8th, 6th, 6th, 25th, 9th.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
For the first year of a team, too. Like,
yeah.
There's momentum. You can build off that.
Absolutely.
They had, what, 6 top 10s in the year? That's a good year. I think that's more top 10s than Rahal had.
It's probably a safe guess.
Actually, it is. Rahal only had 2. Like, damn. So, one, I feel bad for Callum Ilott. Do we know what he's doing yet? Has there been any rumors around his career?
Not that I remember seeing. Like,
Right.
trying to think of what seats are still open.
I don't know. You tell me the seats are open. I'm going to look into the same thing for Ilott. But yeah, like, I think he is definitely a guy who was doing great, building on it, had a lot of momentum at the end of the year. If he could get into a IndyCar team, I think that'd be great for him. I would love to see him go to maybe Dale Coyne because they still have a seat open.
Yep, Dale Coyne and the Dreyer Reinbold are the only 2 seats open apparently. Though this still races Prema as a team next year with Schwartzman and Ilott. So,
well, again, these are only rumors that are on sale.
Yes.
Apparently, it's on the dark web.
The dark web.
Like, I want to know who like, is Prima DMing guys, hey, you want to buy a car? Like, I don't know how you
want to buy a
finance
race
these things.
team.
They're down at the docks late at night.
Hey, Michael Shank, I hear you need a new chassis. Yeah.
Anyways, hopefully they stick, but it's not usually good if you're hearing rumors that a team is selling.
It's kind of nuts that shows that teams are locked up for next year. But then we had the news this week of guys testing for teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, including one Mick Schumacher.
That would be an interesting move for him, I think.
I think it'd be a great
I
move
think
for him.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I think it would be interesting because I think it would be, like, probably very different than what he saw for himself. Because, like, I mean, being Michael Schumacher's son, like, you probably always see your future being F1, but he kind of, like, did that, probably saw that, like, F1 is such a hard world to be in. And, like, not that IndyCar
he
isn't.
got screwed
I
in
feel
F1,
like...
though.
No, he did. Absolutely. But that's also the nature of F1. Like, you get screwed over so many times. Like, drivers get screwed over all the time.
Yeah.
But I feel like IndyCar can somewhat be like, there's almost like less pressure, but like a different pressure in a way. Like, I feel like you can, because it's not necessarily called the pinnacle of motorsport, like, I feel like some drivers excel a little bit more in IndyCar than they do in, like, F1. It's also a completely different car. So sometimes your driving style could be more suited towards that than an F1 car. So it'd be really interesting to see how he does.
I would love to see Schumacher in IndyCar next year. I think, again, he's kind of got screwed over in the F1 world. It happens. But he moved to WEC, has been driving for Alpine. Fine,
Yeah.
is good, but you don't get to thrive there. You don't get to show off and say, I did this. You're part of a team. You do team things.
Yeah.
So if he could go to IndyCar and maybe reset his career and basically like, no, this is what I'm doing. Look at, maybe he goes there, rattles off a win, gets a podium, does enough that he's like, look, I can hold my own. I can now go to other teams and demand payment for stuff besides my name being Schumacher. I can put some pedigree behind that besides being a back marker in F1. Yeah, I definitely think there is some merit to him making that switch. And he's only 26.
That's crazy. He's only 26.
But, like, that puts him right in line with, like, all the other guys in their prime in IndyCar. Pato, 26. Ferrucci's 27. Kirkwood's 26. Like, that's the age of all these guys. What's Lundgaard? 24.
Lundgaard, I think he's young. Yeah, he's a little bit younger.
Well, Dennis Hauger is only, what, 22?
2.
Wow, 4-year difference. Like, your mid-20s, you can still be a good driver. Like, a lot of these guys coming into their prime, I would argue, are at that age. But you look at IndyCar also, how many guys have success in their 30s, in their 40s?
Yep. You can easily, like, you can go to IndyCar, and then, like, if you do well, you can easily have, like, a long career.
Yeah. So, I would love to see Schumacher come over. He's testing with Rahal.
Yeah, he's testing with RLL.
Devlin, my guy, I'm sorry. It's Schumacher, you know?
Yeah.
Devlin, my guy.
Here,
Get out of here.
We'll get you another dog. Okay, you can have 2 puppies now.
Jeez.
What? We know he likes dogs.
I know, but, like, R.I.P.
Yes, and then he got another golden. We love goldens on this show, do we not, Taylor?
We do love Goldens on this show.
That's why we do not like Chip Ganassi. We still like Devlin. It's just, it's Mick.
Yeah, we don't
Come
like
on.
Chip. You're so right. I know, it is Mick, and I would love to see him do well in IndyCar. I really would.
He'd be a hit.
Also, arguably, why can't like Devlin or Louis Foster? Any one of those two, I would happily replace with Mick Schumacher.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can you remember anything of Louis Foster of significance from last year?
No.
Didn't he have a pole at Mid Ohio?
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Did he?
sure he did. Because it was the same. It was
Interesting.
it was the same track where Linus Lundqvist got his pole.
Ah.
Where is he? Hang on, I'm double checking this now.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not recall that. But I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I think it'd be tricky for him to have for Foster to get kicked out of
Listen,
his seat.
Man, there's such
It would probably be Devlin.
I mean, yeah, but like both those Rahal guys, like Rahal needs something. They really do. Schumacher would be a great shot in the arm for that team. Just for some hype behind them.
Mm-hmm.
But oh well. And who's the other driver, Steven, that was also getting tested?
So the other driver that's been announced is another 26-year-old Kakunoshin Ota from Japan, who is coming from the same same series that Alex Palou raced in prior to him joining IndyCar, that being the Super Formula. Yeah, Super Formula racing in Japan.
Essentially, it's Japan's IndyCar is the best way to look at it. It's like it's like kind of like an F2 IndyCar speed range. It's just below F1, still top series in Japan. Dallara makes the chassis. Honda's one of the big engine suppliers. It's very, very similar. Those cars are fucking awesome, though.
Yeah, but so he was third, I think, in that series last year. Sorry, he was first.
There you go.
So well, there you go.
That's it. And this is again a series where Palou finished third, came over, and then started doing Alex Palou things.
Who's he testing with?
He is testing with Meyer Shank. So we'll see how it goes. I can't remember when testing is. But
now that's interesting.
Could be another name to watch.
Shank could go 3 cars next year full time. They
could, and I missed on this. There's also a seat at AJ Foyt.
That's fair.
Right. So yes, Lucas is moving. Right.
Okay, so here's the seats available. There's actually 4 seats currently available for next year. There's AJ Foyt, Dale Coyne, Brian Reinbold, and Juncos.
So, there's a couple areas. I guess it'll depend on testing who goes where.
Yeah. Schumacher at Foyt would be hilarious.
No, don't be a teammate with Rucci.
But also just the hilariousness of putting the Schumacher and the Foyt name together. Like, that would be an all-timer.
Oh, I would hate that for him. I would prefer it elsewhere. Go to Rahal.
Agreed. I would agree. But that's also a pretty good name combination. But of all the options for Schumacher, if he does actually come to IndyCar versus if he wants to go have a fun little test, Foyt would be kind of hilarious. But yeah, what else in the IndyCar news, Steven? Anything?
It was Road America. Road America is where Louis Foster got pole.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
I knew he had a pole somewhere.
I honestly need to go back and rewatch the IndyCar season. I feel like I've already forgotten half of it.
Yes. The summer.
Well, it's over so quickly, so.
Back half of summer flew by. Possible schedule updates in 2028 as IndyCar has its eyes set on bringing back a street race in Cleveland.
Interesting.
Just go to the airport.
Oh, it's probably an option.
I don't hate it. I think Cleveland, I kind of like, again, with the talk of NASCAR doing like a reset, it's brought a lot, Southern tracks back. It's kind of going back to its roots kind of thing. I think IndyCar needs to do the same thing. And IndyCar historically was a Midwest, Northeast, West Coast series. It didn't go to the South. It was almost exclusively a Midwest, Northeast, and then California. That was the height of IndyCar. So I'm just saying, if they are expanding into the Northeast, adding a Cleveland race, while we're there, can we just throw Michigan in there? I don't know, just saying. If every series is going back to what they did in the 90s, IndyCar, one, stay together. No more splitting. And
don't do that part.
Don't do that part. But just go to all the hits. Like at this point, just play the hits. All motorsports.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, if NASCAR is gonna like truly abandon their fans, yeah, take it over. Be aggressive.
No, just split. One gets one half, the other gets the other half.
Yeah. West Coast and East Coast racing leagues, and then you have all-star races where you put the best drivers from both series in.
Oh boy,
we had that. It was called IROC. It fucking was the best thing ever.
Yeah, actually, that would be funny. Do like a California Northwest racing league, a Northeast racing league, and then everything else is like Road America. Iowa.
Are you trying to MLB this?
All-star. Yes.
God damn it. No.
Oh my gosh.
If we're gonna make motorsports ball and stick, let's do it properly. 2 different conferences. Alex Palou has their beat up on Louis Foster 3 times in a weekend.
I want to slap you for even putting this into the universe. I hope you know that.
Yeah,
this is like the worst idea for a motorsport series. But I'm just saying,
what if
give NASCAR its Southeast kind of belt back? NASCAR can have that. Mm-hmm. IndyCar will take its Midwest, Northeast, and everyone can be happy. You can coexist like you did back in the 90s, where you both were the biggest shit around.
Yeah. We can
listen. There was a time motorsports was the second best thing in North America. It was better than basketball. It was bigger than hockey. It was bigger than baseball. The only thing it was less than was football. And football, I think, got scared. And kart was rivaling Formula One. And Formula One was getting scared.
Yep.
So, if you just did what you did in the past and stopped being stupid... It's amazing how series can just shoot themselves in the foot for no reason. IndyCar with the split. NASCAR. Everything since 2008. Like, the best stat line in baseball, Steven, that you never want to see on your scorecard is what?
A stat line that you want to see? I don't know, errors?
Unforced error?
Yeah.
Yeah. If motorsports and racing series can stop with like just the unforced error, that'd be great. Just don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho. Okay. But yeah, so we'll see if there's an announcement. Like, there's so many rumors for different tracks in IndyCar now. So the fact that they're reaching out to 2028, great that you're planning it. Let's get 2026 and 2027 fully. Well, I guess 2026 is fully nailed down at this point. Let's get 2027 ironed out with like maybe a Washington race or I don't know, something in New York first.
Well, here's another thing also.
Yeah.
They want these tracks. Tracks want these races. The series doesn't want to have more races because that means it has to spend money. The horror.
Gotta spend money to make money.
I always think back to like that Zach Brown interview where he's like, you know what? I think we should be spending more money. You know what, Zach? I agree.
The one he did in Toronto?
Yes. Who was that? The one with Dave Lamb? Was that the one with Tim?
Yeah. That was the one with David Land.
He did 3.
No, I think it was David Land that he did that interview with.
Again, the subtleties of that interview was, so there's some cheap owners. And you know what?
Yes.
If IndyCar has all these people that want to do these races, they want to have promoters, they want to bring these races to new or returning locations, do it. But don't do it at the expense of races you already have. Like, just expand the damn calendar. 20 IndyCar races, I think, is feasible every year. Alas.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah.
We can hope, but we'll see.
One thing I also want to talk about, because I don't want to forget about it. Max at the Nürburgring.
Yeah. Doing Max things.
That's embarrassing, right? Like, he just kind of goes in there and slaps and wins by, like, what was it? I want to say it was like almost a minute.
Oh my gosh.
Not really a
Max doing
surprise.
Max things.
Obviously, it wasn't just him. It was
A team, but
yeah, I'm trying to think whose team it was. I'm trying to find a thing. I don't know his last name. First name.
Franz Herman.
No, that's Max himself. Lullum is his last name again. I'm not sure. But yeah, they went out and they absolutely kicked ass in Max's debut in GT3 racing a Ferrari. It's kind of funny when Max Verstappen has more wins in a Ferrari this year than Charles Leclerc.
yeah.
But hey, didn't you see, if we're talking F1 now, didn't you see, what's his name? John Elkman had the Pope Leo bless a Ferrari steering wheel.
Oh my gosh.
I would have performed an exorcist on it, but
on the car,
on just Ferrari itself. There are some
That's fair.
demons there.
There are some definite demons there.
Also,
that are lurking.
Minor tangent with the journalism around that. Holy fuck. They titled it
I know the exact
John Elkann gives Ferrari steering wheel or what was it? Gives Pope Leo Leclerc the Ferrari steering wheel. I was like, why the fuck did we elect a dog as a pope?
Yeah. But yeah, for the Max thing for the Nürburgring, I would love to see Max do more races.
I think he will.
I'll be honest. Personally, this is something I miss in motorsports from, like, the quote unquote golden age back in like 60s, 70s, 80s. People used to race everything. There wasn't this like specialized, I only do this, I only do this. People just did everything. So I kind of hope Max can kind of convince more drivers to, hey, do more things, have fun, go outside your normal series, just go race. Because like, you see him do these things, it's like, he's just having fun. Yep. He really is.
Yep. Get Lewis Hamilton racing Tony Stewart's car around, what was it, Daytona, I think, or whichever track it was. I can't remember where he did it, but
that was Watkins Glen.
Maybe. All I remember from that clip is Lewis, we need you to box here. Drive straight past. Sorry, radio wasn't working.
Because they used to do a bunch of those. There was one at Watkins Glen. They did some at Indianapolis back in the day, I think, with Jeff Gordon. They used to do car swaps all the time. There was one a couple years ago, I remember. Car swap, I think it was like 2018, 19. I can't remember who did it, but remember there was some kind of swapping that happened. But yeah, like, good for Max. I'm happy he went out and won. People should do more of this. I wish more drivers decide to race more series, or even take part in like special events. Like, I think he really wants to do Nürburgring 24 next year. I would love to see him do Rolex.
Yep.
Wouldn't it be absolutely hilarious if in his schedule he also takes time to do like Rolex, Le Mans, Nürburgring, all in a year as well, and like knock out the big 24-hour races.
Oh my gosh, he so would too. Like that would be so max.
Yeah.
I could see it happening. Maybe within the next 5 years.
Does Le Mans and F1 clash next year? I can't remember.
Probably.
Knowing F1, yeah, they're dicks about those kind of things. But yeah, Max did his thing. He did his Nürburgring race that he has wanted to do forever. Kind of insulting. They made him do all the testing, but at the same time, rules.
Exactly.
And in the end, he kicks ass.
They are in Spain.
They're in Spain without the S?
No, that's just Charles.
Oh.
Oh, it's Charles.
No, F1 is in Spain during Le Mans weekend.
Weird. We got a Franz Hermann signed up to Le Mans that week. Apparently, Max is in hospital with an undiagnosed or undisclosed injury.
I was gonna say
Getting his appendix out.
Yeah,
I was gonna say he's doing the night shift.
That would actually be kind of sick.
Is that the
would be
European version of the double?
If that could be pulled off, that would be honestly amazing. Just finish the race, plane over.
Yeah.
Or you you do the morning shift actually to start Le Mans. Because you start on the Saturday, then you fly over, do your race.
Right. Yes.
Be so tough. Do qualifying, fly,
No.
race.
Here's how Max does the Le Mans next year. Max Verstappen, listen up. This is your plan. You go to Spain. You blow up the car. Not actually, but like you wreck the shit out of it in FP3. They can't repair it in time for qualifying. Damn, that's unfortunate. I can't take qualifying. Can you still let me race? Yeah, we'll let you race because we know you're fast. Meanwhile, while your team's, debating with the FIA to let you race, you actually happen to hop on a quick plane, fly to Le Mans, do the morning session there, early night, get out of the car, fly back to Spain, race the next day. You could do it. You, in theory, 100% could do it.
Yep.
I think it'd be hilarious if somehow
It would be.
he junks a car, but just plausible deniability. What do you mean? I don't know. Can't qualify now. Or like even junk a car in the most slightest hint, like tap, and the team just like, we can't repair that damn suspension in time for qualifying.
Damn.
I put way too much
that'd be
thought into
fun.
these kind of things.
Yeah, that'd be fun,
Yes.
but therefore it's not going to happen. So
I know.
Yeah.
Motorsports and fun does not often go together. Usually it's more motorsports and tragedy.
Yeah.
Anything else?
well, who did get to do some testing was Grosjean and Hinch with the Haas team.
Oh yeah, that's
was it Magello,
Yes.
right?
yeah, that's good for Grosjean. For the Hinch one, I don't care too much because that's for a TV spot. They're doing a
Yeah.
TV bit with it. Fine, he gets a car, whatever. For Grosjean, I think that's really cool. He gets back into the Haas car. Really good for that team, for him to get into the car. Because he was supposed to drive a Mercedes, and that never came to be. Toto, looking at you.
Looking at you, Toto.
I also thought it was really nice for the Grosjean thing. Did you see who his engineer was as he went in the car?
Oh,
No.
AO?
AO, yeah. Because AO used to be his actual race engineer.
Yeah.
So now that he's team principal, he engineered
okay.
for Grosjean for his thing. And you know what? That's just good vibes for Haas.
Yeah.
It really is. And
that is.
for a team, I think that's a good morale booster. For Grosjean, I think that's nice, even though I think he's going to IndyCar next year, says the rumors. So,
Oh, jeez.
that's another one added to the list.
Only so many spots here, people. Let's go.
There's a couple cars for sale, I know that.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. I guess lastly, Pagano has been working with Team Cadillac to get them ready for the F1 season. So he was originally hired, I believe it was to do
Simulator.
Team Chevy stuff with
Oh.
the IndyCar side,
Hmm.
and now it's been revealed he's been developing and doing a lot of sim work for Cadillac.
Hey, good for him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah.
Like, it sucks to basically get knocked out of your career.
Yeah.
Like he did everything right, not really a problem of his own. One bad wreck and you riled your brain enough and you're not back in the car 2 years later.
Yeah.
If you can still use your skill, which is simulator work, perfect. I think that's great for him. I think he is still a skilled driver. Obviously, he is quick. He has good knowledge. His career pedigree is great enough. So, yeah, good for him to then at least have a job with Cadillac, stay involved at the top. Keep your relationship with Chevy, too, because, you never know if all of a sudden you can go again.
Yep. So we'll see if all that work gets Cadillac off to a flying start next season.
We'll see.
Was there anything else that we wanted to go over? I don't have anything news-wise.
I mean, we could just finish up with like predictions for this weekend. We
Yeah.
have, what is it? Roval and Singapore.
Yep.
Yes.
Roval. I mean, you gotta still say it's SVG, even though he's not in the playoff picture, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I would kind of love to see that, but at the same time, it's like, oh, if only that came a little bit sooner in the playoff schedule. But yeah, I feel like you have to go with SVG.
See,
It would be great to see Reddick win.
I forgot about SVG completely because he's not relevant to the playoffs. So that's 100% true. Like, you know what? It definitely is probably going to be SVG. But if it's not,
All right.
Christopher Bell.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I don't hate the Reddick pick that we talked about earlier as
Mhm.
well. Like there's other again, if it's not SVG, it's sort of a who knows. Like you have a couple
Yeah.
guys that are a little bit better, but it'll
Yeah.
come down to some strategy.
I think it's probably going to be SVG.
I would love to see the Rovals kind of have a really big pile up on the first lap and just see
chaos.
just pure chaos, and let's just see where the points fall for the final one of like guys who can get a damaged car going again, guys that can't, guys who maybe avoid the wreck but then something happens later on. Like I want pure chaos for the Roval.
Yeah.
Everyone hates it. No one wants it anymore. Give me something. If SVG dominates this race and just wins it, destroy the Roval. I never want to see this track again.
Yeah, that are just Connor's. Well, I mean, we don't have any more road courses, but Connor Zilic is going to be in next year, so hopefully he can make it somewhat entertaining if SVG does just run away with this thing.
Is Zilic racing the Oval this week? Do we have a chance?
No, I think he'd be in. Oh no, they're at Charlotte, so he'd be there. I don't know if they're. Hang on, let's see if I can find an entry list.
Anyway,
but I'm imagining Zilic. Yeah, he's not on the entry list. I'm imagining he's more focused on the Xfinity series.
that's fair.
Versus just I get to try and beat up SVG.
Valid.
So, Singapore thoughts, comments, concerns.
Yeah, my thought is that
Does Verstappen continue the comeback? Does he fall away because Red Bull usually sucks here?
I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go last. My prediction.
I have a feeling that it's going to be another win for McLaren this weekend. But because I'm always going to be the anti-Norris winning the Drivers' Championship, I will say Piastri in P1. And then I think the McLarens will be split by Carlos in the Williams.
I also love to hear that he's got another podium.
Okay.
That'll be my dark horse pick for Singapore, but it'll be a McLaren, I think.
I will go. Actually, no, wait, Steven, your pick first. Then
I'm going to say that the Ferrari surprise, one of them ends up on a podium. I think it's going to be Charles Leclerc. They are
Go
now
fuck yourself.
officially blessed by God.
See, I was going to go the opposite. I'm going to say not just Ferrari on the podium. Ferrari's going to get a fucking win.
Wow.
Lewis Hamilton is going to go win for Roscoe.
No,
He will
I
cry
hope
on the
so.
podium.
I would love to see that because you know what? Roscoe is such a legend. Rest in peace, Roscoe.
Agreed. Rest
That
in
would
peace,
be
Roscoe.
nice.
Insane. Hamilton beat Leclerc last race. It's going to start now. The Hamilton train is going to keep on rolling. I was saying, at Monaco, the only challenge in the McLarens was a Ferrari. And at, Singapore, let's hope a Ferrari can also challenge McLaren's here.
I like it. I like it.
Just say we started the episode with the Black Cat. Episode ends
He
with
knew.
him coming back.
I just knew. It's like he knew. He knew the timing.
100% he knows.
Good job, Tooth.
And on that fantastic note, thank you very much for listening to this week's episode. Toothless, do you have anything to add? No, he's a cat.
He's saying turn off the mic.
We'll be back
Thank
next
you.
week to talk all things motorsports. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and follow the show on Twitter at Spare Parts Racing. That's Spare Parts RACIN, and on TikTok at Spare Parts Pod. Follow the hosts at Sean Chavarella, at Stephen Clary, and at Tay Moore.